Welcome back to the mysterious post office in Letter Lost. In previous videos I focused on meeting the inhabitants of the post office and uncovering the secrets within. But now I think it's time to focus on the customers and see where their stories lead. So we begin a new week. Last time I ended up in the penance chamber for not doing my job, so let's see what Liv's got to say.
Good morning. Ready for more FaceTime with some of Kharnym's best and brightest?
Yeah, betcha.
You're a very enthusiastic person, huh?
Better to smile in the face of endless torture than to wither under it.
Huh. You sure are full of surprises, Rook. I guess delusion and enthusiasm are two parts of a very thin coin. Right. I'll leave you to it then, since you seem to have this well in hand. Remember, hard work has never killed anyone. Stick to your mail duties and you just might make it through the week this time. Good luck. Talk soon.
Yes, this time we need to stick to the mail, so I don't get punished and so that everything is running smoothly. Okay, well, before people show up, let's try processing some packages. But I will be there as soon as anyone comes. So I have a package for Bartimaeus, which is the book. I think I need to open it in order to trigger the conversations with him, that I opened it and I looked at it. Not sure why I scanned it, but there it is. Just my post office reflexes. There we go, someone's at the window. Oh yes, it's the witch. So I'm pretty sure it's always the same. She wants us to find the medallion in the packages. Oh, the Adderstone hums, seeking to reveal the truth. Ooh, interesting. So the gift we got from Merkel that I so far found no uses for, it is coming into play here. So yeah, she says she's got a very important job for us. So what does the Adderstone do about that? The act quiets for a moment, and beneath the bubbling false Scottish from Khetae rests a softer sort. One who existed to support those in the limelight, fixing the broken things, always happy to craft little trinkets to enhance an act. Kharnym has taken the shadow from her, and trusts her into the show, and casts her in an unpleasant limelight, and forces her to be something she is not. The Adderstone quiets, and the truth is replaced by Kharnym's deception. So she was doing magic for people, but we know this place is weird. It changes things, it absorbs them, and then turns them into puppets. So that feels like she may not be entirely evil, right? They do kind of make her seem like she's some sort of evil witch that wants to steal something, but that makes me even more convinced that we should try and help her. So yes, what do you need? She's gonna be like, yes, find me the package with the medallion. Family heirloom. A small silver filigree encircles the stone's hiding place. So I need to open packages and look out for that. So far, I have not seen it. I assume it doesn't come on like day one, right? It's gonna come somewhere along the day. Well, we've got a jar with beef. That's totally normal and not concerning. Well, yes, it's not in anything we have right now. Someone's at the window again. It's Sedna. So last time I've managed to get Brielle to go and see her, and by the fact that Brielle returned, I assume she has dealt with Sedna, right? Probably killed her. But that didn't give me any achievement, it didn't give me any trophy for my case, so I assume it's not what I'm supposed to do. Oh, and the Adderstone hums again! The woman's dreamy, glazed gaze sharpens under the clarifying effect of the Adderstone. You see memories of her wading through shallow water, salty wind whipping at strands of her hair. Okay, so maybe we weren't able to do all of those things until we have the Adderstone because it gives us guidance and tells us things. She scans the pools with keen eyes and exclaims in delight when she locates her quarry. Nudie branch, cephalopods, crustaceans, and the like. Her scribbles document every pertinent detail of her findings before she perches in the tide and attempts to commit the creature's likeness to paper. In an instant, the intelligence and passion is whisked away from her eyes, and she's returned to the wisp of a woman you've come to know. The Adderstone quiets, and the truth is lost within Kharnym once more. Okay, and then we just get to talk to her, the usual. So we love with packages, and we're gonna deliver it to our admirer. So I still think it's right to give it to Brielle, right? But there might be some other steps I'm missing. Next one is Bartimaeus for the book, and the Adderstone hums again. At first, the historian looks no different through the eye of the Adderstone, but then you see his intelligence, his poise, his passion, surrender to a deep-seated guilt. You see a man whose occupation afforded him access to power, who used that power to chase his own ideals and truths. Okay, so this confirms that he is indeed the historian, as the shopping book says, right? Because it says books for the historian. But then he didn't want anything from us because I assume I haven't dealt with the very first book. What Kharnym has stolen from him is the guilt, the consequences of his hubris. He stands before you unaware of his own capacity to harm those he loves. So he's not evil, but he's just too absorbed in his work, and other people suffer for it. The Adderstone quiets and the truth is replaced by Kharnym's deception. You feel pulled to accept the lie. Okay, so let's see if you're expecting something good. Maybe he will tell us more about this book. Yes, in fact, a dear friend of mine sent a secret message that she'd like me to decode. At my age, we must find excitement where we can, you see, and I've turned to puzzles. Do you also enjoy solving puzzles, ciphers, and such things? So last time, because I spoke to him already, and I said a long time ago my entire existence became a puzzle, and nothing came of that. So if I just say, I consider myself a puzzle head. Oh, I always delight in meeting a fellow enigmaphile. I look forward to taking a crack at one my friend sent. If you don't mind my package, please. Okay, how do I tell you? How do I tell you that I solved this? Right? I'm just opening it again just in case. That needs to happen after he asks for it. Many thanks. I hope you'll excuse me, but it looked as though this package has been opened. I don't suppose you snuck a peek. Okay, so now we have a special dialogue in this, because previously I would say, I did, and all that stuff, and that didn't lead to anything. But now I can say, it was the sharper things that gnawed at it, Bartimaeus. The ones in the deep and bitter dark. You don't need to lie, friend, though I appreciate your poetic slant. I would not blame you for looking in curiosity's perilously strong thing. Okay, that just takes us back. Okay, so I did look at it. That's what I like to hear. A postal worker after my own heart. No hints, please. Give me just a moment to solve it on my own. Bartimaeus pulls the pamphlet from the package and opens it to the bookmark page. He murmurs under his breath as he searches for the hidden message. Okay, now something different is happening. So let him do his thing. Yes, I believe I have it. But I don't normally work this quickly, so I could be missing something. Tell me, what solution did you discover? So I have the contents of the book on my whiteboard, and I've arranged them in an order. The order I got is basically when the transcript says things like, this is page 1, and then in parentheses 4. I've taken it as kind of like those books that tell you do your own adventure by going to a page based on your choices. So we take it as start on page 1, go to page 4, and so on and so on, and eventually we end up on page 5 that doesn't lead anywhere, right? So that helps us to know this is the end of where we need to get. And then we have the pairs of letters. And if we collect all the letters in order and then look at what words can they make, because it's not just the pairs make 2-letter words, we can get we are the same. So I'm hoping that is the answer. So if I tell him we are the same, will that solve this puzzle? Yes, that was my conclusion as well. My friend did us great favor by identifying the strange page numbers and individual letters on the pages. Okay, so did they pull them somehow from the text, like there was a deeper way to read this text and find those messages? If I'm quite honest, I was expecting more of a challenge. I mean, I got the content much earlier on. The challenge was figuring out how to tell him about this. Do you know where this book came from? Now, that's an excellent question. I'm afraid my dear friend declined to enlighten me on the specifics of this book's origin. If I were to hazard a guess, it seems like some kind of literature from an illicit organization she's investigating. What do you think of it, friend? What does the message mean? We are the same. That's what I'm wondering as well. I'm not even certain at whom the message would be directed. Is it meant for anyone who solves the puzzle? Is she commanding us to recognize similarities we share, or merely attempting to dissuade us from the notion that we are unique? But I digress. I should return home and phone my friend with the solution. Thank you for talking through it with me, even if you were just humoring an old man. Little crumbs of excitement are all that remain for a reformed glutton such as me. You have a good day now. You too, Bartimaeus. Okay, so maybe now it will let us give him other books while he comes over, because I have the book I bought in my bedroom. Not sure there is much sense bringing it downstairs, but I will, yes. The Tome of Telekinesis. So I will keep it here. If he shows up again, I should give it to him. Next customer, it's Matilda. So I think I mostly know what she wants. I think she's trying to, do something with her dead husband. Bring him back in some way, put him in the body of one of the other people on the island. But even though I went through the steps, there was no conclusion as far as I could see. So I'm gonna go through the same steps. So basically deliver the letter to the husband at the graveyard, then give her the package that she asks for, and then she asks to send a letter to one of the two people she's chosen. So I will have to see about the letter because I don't think I've read it. So maybe if I read it, that will give me the clue what to do next. For now, everything remained the same. But we can also inspect her with the other stone. In the place of Matilda's bitter form, you see what came before. A proud woman still, one who ran her family with dedication and care. Echoes of children's laughter rings in your ears as you are forced to wonder if this woman is what remains when those children were ripped away. Ripped away makes it seem like something bad happened to them rather than, they just grew up. But that's it. Then we feel pulled to accept the lie. But other than that, I guess nothing new. So I will go check for the package, but there won't be a package, because there never is when she asks for it. Pretty sure none of the stuff we opened. I still feel like I need to check, because, I don't know, at some point there might be a package. It's not the thief. No, she's not waiting for the bottle of thief. Your package isn't here. She's got the letter, and as far as I know, we want to send it to him at the cemetery. Restful Grave Cemetery. In Westvale. There you go. Okay, let's finish up the packages. And then I was also hoping to do some letters today so that I can deal with them, but customers take priority. It's the guy from the press, the radio, the record company. So now he's actually just selling records, so I guess I'll just keep buying them. Right now it's just music, but maybe later he will be selling something more interesting. So I spot another record by Tchaikovsky this time. And Brielle is here. I presume I can't just straight up give her the package now. She's got a package to send. And she asked us about people that come through here. Yeah, sure, we get a lot of people. We've seen plenty of strange things. So we got some choices. We can talk about the time loop. We can talk about the dungeon. But I think the drowning is what interests her, right? Because she's looking for the Kelpie. Did you read about the drowning last night? Drowning, what drowning? It was in the paper. And then she asked for the paper. So we did that last time. So right now she didn't want the package. Where's my paper? Oh no. I no longer get the paper? Well, I guess I can't actually help her then. Sorry, I just assumed the paper would be there. So I have to say, change my mind. I can't give you my newspaper. Misplace it somewhere? I find someone else to borrow a copy from. I'll be back in a couple days. If you see or hear anything else, let me know then. Okay, interesting. Is it because I gave her the paper last time I can't have it anymore? Okay, let's make sure I send her package as well, because that's the other thing I think I've been missing. Like, I've not been processing the mail, which means probably people have not been getting things that they need to be getting. But first, what's in it? Okay, just some, like, beak of a beast. And the day ends. Annoyingly, just processing all the packages meant I didn't have time for the letters. But I guess tomorrow we will start with letters to try to even it out. Well, we've got some dollars. Our cupboard is still spooky. I guess it's just gonna be like that now. There's Liz Dyer's 2 has been added to your record collection. Okay, so it has to be like this in order to get the diaries. Weirdly, one of the shoes is still here. It's nailed down. Is there anything here we can do with the other stone? Like any of the spooky things? Can we reveal the truth about them? Okay, doesn't seem like it. So it might be just for talking to people then. Go to bed then. Day 2. Let's see what it brings. Okay, there's the package for Matilda. She will come. And I'm just opening everything. No, it's spears and that kind of stuff. None of it is what? Kaifi? I literally have no idea how to pronounce that name. I apologize if that's anyone's name. Let's check on Merkel. Is he here? No. Okay, he's gone. I guess because I got his gift. He's gone now. The newspaper's back, but today there is no headline. There's only redacted. Someone's here. Oh, it's him. Familiar face approaches the window carrying a small cardboard box. Hello, it's good to see you again. I have a package to mail. And a bit of an unusual request. Or instruction, rather. Unusual? What could possibly be counted unusual here? Please lower your voice, friends. There are important matters, and I fear who might be listening. I'm shipping one of my favorite tomes to my good friend, the same who sent me the package yesterday. I was thinking, perhaps you'd like to have a go at the secret message hidden within. It's entirely up to you, of course, but I quite enjoyed talking with you about the puzzles yesterday. Yeah, I'd be happy to. That's what I like to hear. You'll find the page with the hidden message dog-eared. Unfortunately, I can't stay, but please give me a call by the end of the day when you've reached a solution. My number should be in the guidebook under the Kharnym Historical Society. And please do mail the package once you're finished. My friend is expecting the book as soon as possible. Speak with you soon. I hope you enjoy. I look forward to it. See ya. Okay, so we've finally advanced this story, but let's see what we've got now. An occult history of Kharnym, the Absoloth. Look not to the shadows, child. Huh? Will your mother not tell you what dwells within? She won't say. Foolish, fearing the name when the thing is the danger. What thing? It, unseen, fate's messenger. The Absoloth. Absoloth? That which wants to be found and remain hidden. Tell me, when you sit alone away from the others, do you feel it? Feel what? The prickling, the tiny pull from the corner of your eyes. The thing just out of focus that beckons for your look. Though, try it as you might. You can't seem to hold it in your gaze. You felt it, yes. I don't know. It has surely seen you. Is it like the mountain lions? Does it want to eat me? No. And yes. It needs your stillness. It needs you to look into its eyes. Then you will see. See what? Enough questions. Show me what you remember. How we move through the forest. What are the lines? 9, 3, 1, 4. Good. The beginning of each is what matters. Remember my words. Do not be a fool crawling the island asking why, for why is never the question when it comes to the oddities of Kharnym. The whispers in your ear, the doubts trickling down your spine. Those asking why simply do not know that they should be asking where. The only question they need to ask is, where can I find the Prioritis Maledictum? And where indeed? The tome has remained hidden for generations, so long that the children of those who saw it last are long gone. We know not who or what hid it away, but it's said those who last viewed its contents were never the same again. Was the knowledge of this isle's secrets worth the turmoil to their body and their very soul? None remain for us to ask. That's the last page. So what are the lines? The lines are 9314. The beginning of each is what matters. So if I use just a bolded line and take the first words from the lines that are named here 9314, I get it foolish look it, which doesn't sound right. If I use all the lines, number them, I get that will look she, which also doesn't sound right. So the last option I got, because I was going with lines as the whole line a person says in this dialogue, but we can also go with actual physical lines. And in that case, I get it will look within, which at least is a sentence that makes sense. So potentially this. Okay, so we have to call him about this, but right now there is a customer at the window. But it looks like just one of those random ones that come along and they don't actually have a story. Yeah, they just want to send a package. Does your package have the thing the woman's looking for? No, it has like a rusty nail in it. Cool, thanks. Well, let's call him there. He's under the Historical Society. So 1111. Hello, this is Kharnym Historical Society and Carver's residence. Perfume is speaking. Hey, it's your friendly neighborhood postal worker. Hello, hello, wonderful to hear from you. Did you take a look at my puzzle? I think I figured it out. Wonderful. And what do you believe the hidden message to be? So, it will look within is, I think, the one that made most sense of everything I put together. Yes, exactly. Excellent work, friend. What is the Absoloth? That is precisely the question, you see. To glimpse the eyes of the Absoloth is to reveal a great truth of oneself. Almost as if looking into some sort of spiritual mirror. It is extraordinary, really. To this day, I haven't a clue how the creature holds its power. One of many mysteries of Kharnym. Of course, those searching for answers in the Absoloth's eyes rarely live to tell the tale. It attacks anyone who is unable to hold completely still while in its presence. Another page was dog-eared too, about a book called the Prioritis Maledictum. So it was a separate story within the book. Let's ask about that. Ah, so you noticed it. The Prioritis Maledictum. What do you make of it? I certainly would like to understand the secret of Kharnym. You and me both, my friend. I was far younger man when I started looking for that tome. It calls to me, for lack of a better word. The promise of understanding Kharnym's true nature is intoxicating. I've searched abandoned homes, dank caves, and private properties over every inch of this island, yet it eludes me still. It is certainly a long shot at this point, but if you hear of anything related to the Prioritis Maledictum, could you please give me a call? I'd be happy to. Thank you, thank you. It's incredibly unlikely, but I appreciate your commitment nonetheless. Okay, we're back to the Absoloth, because I presume it might be a book we can buy from our catalog eventually, but I still haven't been able to give him the first one. So the Absoloth is real, it's not just a story. Oh yes, my friend, it is real. I understand this seems more a work of folklore than fact, but I assure you, the accounts and stories in this book are non-fictional. Have you seen the Absoloth? Oh, ha. Alas, I have not. But you know something you're not saying, don't you? Ha. I'm not particularly good at keeping my feelings disguised, am I? I'm sorry, I'm not really interested in retrolling my trauma today, you understand. So where did you find this book? I might have liberated it, and some other tomes, from an abandoned house in Westvale. Or actually, I believe someone gave it to me. Folks around here know I'm a bit of a collector. Well, I should get back to work. Of course, thanks for the conversation. As always, it's been a pleasure. You should know my friend is mailing a new package to me, containing another hidden message she wants me to decode. If you would like, I give you my permission to open the package and take a crack at the puzzle. I would love to discuss it with you. Either way, I will speak with you tomorrow. I'll definitely take a look. Okay, well, on the lookout for a package for him. Is there a new book in our catalog? No, there is not. Probably not until I figure out how to give him the first book. Sedna's here again, but it's nothing new. She just came to check up on the package, and we haven't done anything with that yet. And Matilda's here as well. The step of silence hangs in the air. Welcome back, Miss Blythe. That's Mrs. Blythe. The letter, was it sent properly? I believe so. But if that's the case, there should be a package for me. Right, I'll check on that for you. There is a package for you. So sending the letter is what brings up the package. I'm pretty sure there was nothing interesting in it. It just looked like a woodworking tool, because I've already checked. So let's just give it to her. There you go. One last request. This, I must acknowledge, is unorthodox. Yes. Here she asked us to send us a letter to one of the two people. Either the doctor or the guy from the fishing collective. And we have to pick. Previously, I just picked the guy from the fishing collective and nothing really happened. But yes, I don't think I opened the letter. So let's see what's inside of it. Winston Blythe! The ghost? His ghost is inside of the letter? Now, I'm quite certain I wasn't supposed to end up here. Ah, not to worry. I'm sure we'll keep each other company for the notes. Okay. Shrouded mind. You've opened the letter containing Winston's soul. Okay, so he's just here with me now? Well, she's not gonna be happy. But yes, that means she was sending his ghost to other people in town. Fifi, she's back. But as far as I know, none of the packages so far contain that necklace. It is precious to me. This was in my family for a long, long time. I thought the thing worthless, and it was traded between distant relatives until the only one relative to me was myself. Why are people on this island so strange? Don't know, ask questions you cannot hold the answers to, little phone book. She calls us the weirdest things. I'll keep looking for your heirloom, but please leave. I have job to do. Fine, fine. Grumpy little lostling. I'll see you tomorrow. And no one else came to visit us today, so I just finished some mail. I'm still not keeping up with all of it, but hopefully not going to miss anything important. Cupboard still spooky? Still spooky. Oh! So I've been just going around with the other stone, trying to do anything. And it turned a little nailed down picture, because it's face down, but you can't pick it up because it's nailed down, into a little elephant? The items belong to someone else. We return it to them. Okay. Who are they though? And where is it? Because I don't actually have an inventory, right? It's not like it went to my toolbar. Well, it is for something, but I don't yet know who. But that means, yes, random objects are the things that I need to inspect with the other stone. But like, how will I know? Are they the nailed down ones? Because there are a few things where it's like, when we walk around, it's like, yeah, this is nailed down. And others we can pick up. So, do we need to do the nailed down ones? It's not doing anything. Okay, well, it's worth checking again tomorrow. since apparently, yes, it does more than just examine customers. Another day at the post office. Let's open all the packages first to see if there's anything that we may want. Well, there is this book. I assume that's to do with the historian, but none of that pendant situation. Voyagers, the day of the embarkment is uphand. So soon that I dare say I can feel the knife already plunged into my heart. To even write the words, I am over... Okay, so there are letters that are wrong in this. With joy no doubt, akin to those peerless explorers who came before. Ah, the rapture they must have felt at glorious landfall. To witness the culmination of their toils and be rewarded with such tantalizing mystery. A legacy that would set us upon a journey to plumb the very depths of the unknown. A journey that once again requiem a great leap. We meander in these vessels of flesh, but the captains of old knew that a journey is only made great by the quality of their vehicle. Should the body fail, the soul must be made separate to tread new paths. Too long have we remained sedentary. Too long has the irresistible pull of discovery kept our gazes seaward. A weight made that much more excruciating by charlatans who only play at what we knew to be our birthright. So blinded by the height of their hubris that they are as fools bumbling in the dark. They are of no matter. The preparations are made. My course is set. I can feel the divine, oh, it's supposed to be divine, kiss of freedom on my lips, ere I write. I only take the verse strip, the anticipation. Okay, let me see about those letters then. Because I only presume that this package was, yes, for Perfume. Okay, so I think I've got all the letters. I may have missed some of the more complicated words where actually they spell differently than what I think. But I don't think they make something the letters as they are, because we would have P, B, K together. That's not English as far as I know. So maybe we need to substitute them for the correct letters and then pick those. Okay. So I got to die, I olive, which I don't think is correct. I think because the I is from, again, here. I might be missing a letter or maybe two in this first section of the second page that I missed. And then olive. I would see this maybe becoming to die is to be alive, but for that, this would have to be A. A weight made that much more excruciating makes sense. I don't know, maybe to die, I olive. Let's see if I can find what I've missed here. Ah, there we go. There is a foo instead of two here. But that will give us it. To die, it, olive. I was suspicious about ear, but I looked it up and apparently there's a word that means before. And it would be mean if they misspelled some words to still work as other words, because then how am I supposed to say? Oh, requiem is also spelled wrong, because it's requiem. But isn't requiem just this without the R, right? Like, there isn't a correct letter to substitute here? But with that, if I rearrange it, right? Because before it made sense that, again, the I went with the T from to, but instead it could be to die, I to live, which would make sense to say to die is to live, but that would mean here we have to put an S in. Requiescem? I don't think that's a word. So to die, I to live is what I got. I mean, we can call him and we can see what the answers are and then try to pick the closest one, because I might just be failing my English spelling here. Okay, well, let's call him on for once. The line goes dead after first ring. Oh, it's probably because he's gonna just come for the package, right? Because it's for pickup. Yeah, I should sort out this mess I made here by opening everything. And there he is, at the window. Familiar face approaches the window with a friendly smile. Hello again, friend. Did my new package arrive by chance? Yes, it did. One sec, I'll grab it. Much appreciated. There's your book. You wanna ask me what's inside? Wanna ask me about your olives? Thank you. And the secret message? Okay, well, we get a special text of like, secrets are no fun. Why don't you try to get it done? Why are we chanting at him? But I want to talk about it. Aren't you going to read it first? I don't want to spoil it. Ah, of course. I've gotten ahead of myself. Give me a moment. Fascinating. Now, this certainly sounds like a cult leader if I ever heard one. Tell me, what did you make of the hidden message? It says, that requires more preparation to overcome divine legacy. No, I don't think that's what it says. I mean, I guess it could if we, like, pick the whole words. Because I was thinking pick the letters, but they ask us to pick the words. It says to live is to die, or it says to die is to live. Yes. So that would align with the whole, you know, what I think it should say. But when I did the substitution in the words, it didn't seem to make sense. And then it has overcome doubt, divine witness requires legacy, light preparations. Yeah, so here it picks the whole words, but this is not the order they were in, because it starts with at. Oh, I know now. Because I was thinking it says requiem, even though probably as a sentence that makes no sense. A journey that once again requiem a great leap. It says requires. I was just being a dum-dum. So it's the M that's wrong. And then it does say to die is to live. Yeah, that makes more sense. I don't know what I was thinking. To die is to live? Indeed, that was my solution as well. It's a troubling statement, but it's not entirely uncommon for cults, or ordinary religions, for that matter, to believe that something greater awaits them after death. I find such beliefs generally harmless so long as they do not advocate for taking oneself or others to an early grave. You don't believe in afterlife? Bartimaeus, consider, like, I think we're in some sort of purgatory. Like, this is the afterlife. Ha! No, I can't say I do, but I can see how it would provide comfort for those who feel trapped on this island. What do you think is going on here? What's wrong with this place? That is the question, isn't it? It plagued me for a long, long time. I don't know how long exactly. My memory grows foggy the further back I try to remember. And it's not just my age, mind you. Other younger residents experience the same thing. Our distant memories are all out of reach. The more I dwell on it, the more I realize I need the Prioritis Maledictum. It's the only thing I've ever encountered on this damn island that promised answers without ulterior motive. That curse sounded pretty ulterior. I wouldn't call it ulterior, it's simply an obstacle. Fair enough, I guess, if you're sure. Yeah, I don't want to dissuade him. I want to know what's in the magical books. I appreciate your understanding. I really do. It's a risk, of course, I know that, but it's not my first time seeking dangerous quarry. There are precautions I can take. Well, thank you again for the conversation, friend. I think I should head back to mine and comb for some text. There might be clues toward the Prioritis Maledictum that I missed. But before I go, you should know that my friend is mailing one more package to me. Take a look, if you'd like, and we can discuss it again tomorrow. Looking forward to it. Me as well, friend. Until tomorrow. Okay, well, I seem to be progressing, solving his mysterious packages, but I haven't yet progressed giving him a package. So at some point I should try approaching the window with that Tome of Telekinesis. Although I think when they come asking for their own package, they don't accept other things. But maybe he will. We'll see. I also don't want to, like, mess up my progress by derailing what's going on with additional packages. Maybe that's something to do for the future. Sedna's here, but I have nothing new to tell you. Yes, it's just the same conversation we had before. She just wants to chat about how weird our world is compared to living in the ocean.
I know it's after hours, but I felt something. What did you do?
What did I do? Well, I found a stuffed animal. Is it after hours? The day hasn't finished yet. What are you talking about, Liv? Yeah, so the stuffed animal I got from using the adder stone on the picture next to my desk.
Puppy! Oh, how did she get here? My grandma gave me her when I was born, right out of the hospital. The moment I was old enough to talk, I named her Puppy, just to confuse people. I took her everywhere. Even as I got older, she had a place of honor on my bedside table. Unless she was hiding in my closet when I had people over.
In your closet, you say? Though we have a weird book about the closet, and we have a weird closet.
I got into a bad fight with my parents after high school. I wanted to take a gap year, travel, and see the world. They wanted me to go to college right away so I wouldn't lose momentum. Said I wasn't actually a grown-up and didn't know anything about the real world. And if I left, they wouldn't just sit around and trust I would come back. So I took everything I owned that didn't fit in a backpack and threw it away. Puppy included.
She discarded poor Puppy.
Trying to prove a point, I guess. I had aspirations to be a minimalist, untethered by earthly possessions and free to wander as I saw fit. Stupid 18-year-old delusions. I ended up losing that argument and going to school anyway. Hated every minute of it. Returning her was a decent thing to do. Can't say I would have expected it of you.
I'm glad you were reunited.
Me too. I'll let you get to sleep. Talk soon.
Okay, so we can advance Liv's story by finding those things. So I should try more, because I think there's more like nailed down. Yeah, this is nailed down because I pressed on it a bit earlier. Will this work? There was nothing to reveal. Okay, so now things can be revealed, and apparently this thing over here, the magnifying glass, was that. But okay, it's a bit of a weird mechanic because that means it requires us to go around and press on things. Okay, there are more things that are nailed down, but they say nothing of note. Like, this isn't important in any way, which means we're gonna spend a bunch of time doing this because we just have to go and click everything. I mean, I'll probably do a lot of the clicking off camera. She's here, but I still not got her package. Larks and ladles to you on this shopping day. Have you found my son? The thing that will make a tart stay sweet? Okay, so now all of the things we get are like, no, we're not doing it because either we're not getting paid or it's pointless, we get too many packages, or you just don't come back. Well, I guess I'm just gonna say I'm not gonna get paid. So this is about coin, about that sharp, tasty thing. I haven't forgotten its texture. I promise you that. Did you find it? I promise the reward will be worth it. You just have to keep looking, little beholder. Fine, but if I find out it's a trick, I'm shredding you. Oh ho, spooky little lemon you are. Very well, we are agreed. I'll be back on the morrow. Worry you not, I have a good feeling about it. Okay, more packages to open. See if we can find this thing. But until then, I've got letters to process. Some of them already stamped by our little helper, so we can't talk to him anymore, but I guess because we've got his gift. But he's still helping at the post office. Okay, end of day. Okay, well, let's see if I can click on many more things in the room with the Adler stone. Like, there were some nailed down things in the bathroom. But no, still nothing. Spooky closet. Okay, nothing. I also don't know whether it has some other rules, like, you know, there's a limit to the amount of things we can reveal or anything like that. Okay, well, nothing seems to be reacting from what I've went through. So time for bed it is, I guess. Day 4 beckons. The phone is ringing, so I assume this is time for our tip session with Liv.
Look who decided to show up for work yet again. Another day already.
I've realized that while I've opened Matilda's letter and her husband's ghost popped out, nothing else seemed to have happened, right? He's not like he's haunting the post office or anything. So was that also not the right choice? Like, is the right choice to do something other than give it to one of the two people she asked for and open it ourselves, right? Like, what else? Now that we know there's a ghost in there, like, what is the appropriate measure? Shred him so no one gets a ghost letter? Obviously can't do it now because that's already happened, so we'll have to wait for the next loop. But that might be something to explore.
Had enough of the mild torture yet, or are you ready for some more?
I know you're only messing with me because you like me.
Oh, is that why? That's certainly an interesting theory, if more than a bit delusional. Well, in any case, what'll it be today, rookie? Any questions for me before you go about your day?
Yes, I have plenty of questions.
What else is there to do in here, right? The island, the townsfolk, the town itself.
So last time I asked where the island is and she gave us a vague answer. So there are more questions we can ask, but let's ask about the people.
Quite an eclectic array of oddballs and creeps, aren't they? What about them?
Why do some of the townsfolk seem so confused at times?
That's a great question, and one that I don't have all the answers to. Some people seem lost, some confused, some just generally sleepy or forgetful. For others, that confusion develops into paranoia, obsessive tendencies, or even violent thoughts. I used to think the longer you stay here, the more people become like this, but even folks who just arrived can be quite disoriented. You know, it actually seems like a fairly reasonable reaction to waking up on a mysterious island, now that I say it out loud. Either way, they're trapped on Kharnym the same as us. I'm uncertain as to whether they're truly victims or just other parts of whatever this is, though. Well, I think you've gotten enough information for now.
Yes, but what is it, right? That's the question we keep asking ourselves. Because my best guess is that this is some sort of purgatory, but it could be some creature's sick game as well, just because they can.
Can't spoil everything in one conversation, can I?
Talk to you next time,
Talk
then.
soon, Rook.
Okay, it seems like it's no longer live tips. That happened once, but now it's not because we don't have anything going, or it's not just because we now unlocked her answering our questions. What is this book? Okay, this is the book about the drowning with the secret message, the first one, but didn't we give it to him? And why are the islands of space here? Where did that come from? I can't even interact with it. Okay, well, I need to open packages, right? Because I need to find out that necklace that she wants. Well, it's not this. Oh, maybe it's this. Okay, let me just put this here. Well, there's a customer. How many times have you shipped this package? What does that mean? That's just like a normal person, I think. But I mean a normal person. They're not normal, they're just not important customer. I feel like I've been here before, handing you this exact same package. But that would be silly, right? It's probably best not to dwell on it. Sorry to bother you, I should get going. Maybe I'll see you again. Yes, that's just like a common customer, nothing important. But yes, I think I found the necklace then. How did this fit into this package? Right, there was something about like silver filigree things. So now when she comes, we will have something to give her. Yes, that's not her, that's Bartimaeus. Like clockwork, Bartimaeus Carver returns to your window. Hello again, friend. Did you receive the latest package? Yes, I saw it earlier. Let me go find it. Much appreciated. There it is. But I haven't actually solved this one. Be it known that herein are contained the secrets of the rites of that blessed order of the brightest day. May warmth ever radiate. Though few written examples remain, many are the traditions and customs of those who seek reign's death. Even to catalogue their idea therein, blurs with heresy untold, and of the highest order. Horror and rank, disquiet beset this offer at every stroke my quill moves. Be it known that the abstract words contained herein serve to firmly discipline the unknown membership of some distant future. Alas, should these writings fall upon the rueful eyes of any accursed unclean, may their errant readers swiftly meet their ordained woe, last spoken at the first instance. Thus warned, proceed my brethren, with every mind sun-washed and flesh unbroken. Ever we move, night delight. Okay, so there are some words here that are missing spaces in between, and there are only those 2 pages. Okay, so those are the words, right? It's warmth, ever, idea, therein, too firmly, night death. But obviously that doesn't make any sort of sentence. So we have to figure out more about, like, do we need to organize those words? Do we need to replace those words? Because last time we were taking the misspelled letters and replacing them. Warmth, idea, to night. Ever terrain, firmly day. Okay. No, I don't think that's it. Let's talk to him and see what he says. That should give us some answers. We can then try to work from what it could possibly be. Let's repackage this book for him. Thank you, friend. Give me a moment to read over today's hidden message. Order of the Brightest Day. Another cult, it seems. I have to admit, while I'm happy to solve these hidden messages for my friend, I don't feel as though we're learning much from them anymore. Yes, it's just like phrases. It doesn't tell us like, oh yeah, and this is happening. Although, yes, cult that's related to the sun doesn't seem like well placed in this area considering it's constantly raining. It's simply another testament to the delusions that grip desperate Kharnym residents. But how can we help them? How can we learn from them? I don't see an answer. I digress, my apologies. I was up late last night pouring through my tomes for any mention of the Prioritis Maledictum. While I did find a few new hidden messages, none of them revealed anything of note. But my pessimism aside, there is still joy to be found in the act of solving a puzzle. What did you make of the hidden message? Okay, so we have in night we become deaf, ever infirm night, the death of night, warm idea to night. I mean, the warm idea tonight was like the closest of if we just take in the first words. Let's take another look then. So I think in night we become deaf is out, right? We don't have the words for it. Ever infirm night. It uses some of the words, but we don't have an in. The death of night. Okay, that we have the night, but no death. And warm idea tonight. But it's not even warm idea, it's warmth idea tonight, right? So it's not quite the same. Oh, I see death. I see death. Such a thing to say. If we go to the joins, right, we can take the ending from idea and then the start of the rain, and we get death. And that's on the second line, which would then align with this. Because yes, we can make the death of, but then just night here. But then we just pick the word. But I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense with what we have, right? I think the first one is just out. That's too many words. And then the other two just make no sense. So, the death of night? The death of night. Indeed, that was my solution as well. I wonder if that's perhaps the time at which the rituals are meant to take place. It's interesting phrasing, don't you think? Not the dead of night, but the death of night. What do you suppose it means? Well, the death of night would be when the sun rises, right? That's when night ends. And so that would be at dawn. The moment the night ends and the day begins. That certainly seems like a death of sorts. Still, I don't know how we could possibly know for sure. Another mystery of Kharnym. Well, I leave you to it, friend. I don't expect any more packages, but I'm sure I'll see you around. But I have books I could possibly give you, right? Like, I think I tried to give him the book before, and he was basically saying that is not my package. So we can't just substitute a book he's supposed to receive for the book we have. Because I even tried to like put it in a package, but his name is not in the address book, so I couldn't trick him. But I don't know, maybe some of the stories can extend to multiple weeks. So maybe after we've done this, something will change. Take care of yourself, Perfumes. You as well. Or maybe I can just send them to the Historical Society, right? Because that's where he seems to live. It's just in his house. So maybe let me try and do that. Let's grab the telekinesis book, yeah. Because my problem was that, oh yes, he's not in the address book. Someone's here. Just give me a second. It's Historical Society with Bartimaeus Carver as its humble steward. The Kharnym Historical Society is the greatest source of lore about Kharnm's vast history. The Historical Society famous discovery records of past events such as the Wizard Dancing Plague and the first appearance of Ventured and the 1843 Night of the Carnivorous Sky. So I've read about this before and I was like, what do you mean, Carnivorous Sky? So if we send it there... Yeah. Just a second, please. I know I said I'm gonna do customers, and I have been doing customers concerning. I still need to get it on the track. It's just a randomer. You should invest in an interior. It's too wet to stand out here and chit-chat. It would probably drive more business if you did. I just work here and have no say. Well, be sure to get that feedback to the right person. I have rooms full of other letters that I would love to send, but I don't like standing out in the rain. Good day. Well... they've got lots of letters. I'm just gonna place them here. And instead I'm gonna get that package on the van to make sure that it makes it to him. Oh, a new employee of the week. Angel. Someone's at the window. It's Brielle. I do have a package for you. Brielle has returned, a package in hand once more. The confidence she exudes seems earned, as though she's over familiar with the denizens lurking in Kharnym's fog. Hey, package to send here. Welcome back. That for me? Yep, here you go. Thanks. Hey, like we talked about, seen anything strange in the last couple days? Anyone who speaks oddly, has strange manners, doesn't seem local. Yes, so now I've given her the package that contains the horse harness. Again, if Sedna's Kelpie, getting a horse harness might help her in her quest. I know exactly who you're looking for. Ooh, enlighten me. Tell me more. Yes, we can be like, oh, she's wondrous and speaks like strings of kelp are playing a melody in her throat. Or we can say, her name is Sedna, she's using some kind of enchantment magic to lure people to the hag's teeth to drown them. So let's just be straight with her, like, let's just give her the information she wants. I will track with what I know, but how do you know that? You're not the only one who knows about the stranger things on Kharnym. The woman I'm looking for. What was she like? So we have, she was nice, a little lonely, I think. She was freaky. I would be careful if I were you. She was interesting. I bet you two would hit it off. She was seen Khetae, ever-changing, a noble in her entirety. Yeah, she was interesting. I bet you two would hit it off. Immediately want them to get together. Because like, I'm pretty sure last time Brielle actually killed Sedna. Right, she came back. Brielle came back to us, and that didn't like resolve the situation. I didn't get the thing on the shelf or anything like that, so something else needs to happen. She was interesting. I bet you two would hit it off. Ha, you're funnier than you know. So we have really though, you should try talking to her. Careful you don't get too cocky. Need you to stay in one piece. Ultimately, I agree that she needs to be stopped, so good luck. She deserves whatever is coming to her. Let's go with really though. You should try talking to her. Let's see if we can get her to actually like tame the Kelpie, right? Maybe she can also be our friend. Talk to her. Hi, will you please stop drowning people? I'll have to chop your head off. You're right. I'll try that. Genuinely, I think you guys might have more in common than you think. It's cute how naive you are. Don't worry. I'm here to save the day. Okay, well, we'll see what happens this time, whether that did anything. And that worked without even me giving out the admirer package, so I guess we get the choice between giving her the tool she may need and just giving her the kelp to help her understand. Oh, there is a creepy eyeball in one of the packages. Ah, she's here. Well, I think I got what you wanted, so let's see. I keep struggling with her name. I tried to look it up, and apparently it might be like a German name, like Khetae or something, but then when we used the other store, it said that she was putting on a Scottish accent, so I'm still not sure. Yes, yes, yes. The eye of my apple, the skin of my tapestry, my necklace. Give it here, give it here. Happy to be of service. Oh, you truly have been. I mean, I do feel like she's tricking us, right? It does feel like she's, oh yeah, it's totally something that belongs to me and I need it, it's family heirloom. She's lying about it. But at the same time, it's like, I spend weeks just ignoring her and not giving it to her, right? And nothing happens, so this feels like the interesting choice. I'm not sure what the alternative is, because no one else comes asking for it, unless now that I've done it, someone else will go up asking for it. The necklace shivers and shifts, its beautiful form falling away to reveal a more austere form. Silver turns to bronze, and the sphere in the middle opens to reveal an eye, gazing brightly. Excellent, and as promised, a gift for a student. Use that in good health. Goodbye forever. Goodbye forever, she's going. Interesting. Anything more in the catalog for us to maybe buy? Okay, not a new book. Yeah, I still haven't gone to the radio, right? Like, it feels like another session of just sitting with that. So I haven't had time for that yet. I wonder if I buy another upgrade for Merkel, will I be able to talk to him again, right? Because right now, every time I go there, it's just like, no, he's just not coming to the door. Okay, well, let's buy another Merkel then. I have the money. Because I would like to see him again. Isabella de Wenmutel. I've seen her once or twice before, but didn't really get anywhere with her either. Hello, I'm Isabella de Wenmutel, and a package should have just arrived that was addressed to me. If you'd be so kind as to retrieve it, you'll have made my entire fortnight. Oh, I'm sorry, someone has already picked it up. Oh, because I'm like, I didn't actually look at the name on the package that was the necklace, because that could have been hair, considering this dialogue here. So she's the other end of that quest. Interestingly, because if I look at her, she's got an eye necklace as well, and obviously it said something about it turning into an eye. Interesting. We'll see what happens then, because obviously if it doesn't resolve permanently, both of them will just come back the next week. But again, it feels like if I've seen her before, I would have just given her package, and that led to nothing. So maybe this was the right choice. A fortnight, you say? Then let me drop at towers bent and skewed. Let my eyes catch gold and not silver. I'm still not sure what the wavy answers are. They seem to be like special things, but do they do anything special? Or they're just there for us to be weird? Ah yes, well, my package, please? I'm sorry. Someone else already picked it up. What? Who? Why would you give the package to someone whose name was not present on it? Okay, she told me she used to live in the address and that was just a mistake. She was annoying and I just wanted her to stop bugging me about it. I mean, she did tell us that, yes, it was hair, right? It was all a mistake that she didn't have it. And you trusted her? With no other proof of her identity? Why? How could you? That was the only relic of potency left in my family. Now the magic dies with me. I have no way of passing it on. I'll be forced to watch my remaining years move on with nothing but clouds and mist in my eyes. The years, they will pass so very slowly. But you will pass swiftly. Wait! Your skin shivers and hews tightly to your body. The world grows dim and gray as your eyesight fades. I didn't even get to read the rest of it. She killed me! Oh my gosh. This tiny old lady.
Ouch.
She killed me.
Death. That's a new one. Don't fret, Rook. You'll have your youth back in the next go-round.
Okay, so she made me age all the way to death. Interesting. I was not expecting that we can actually hit a death state like right at our customer window. Obviously, previously I died from meeting Sedna after I allowed the kelp to stay on me, but she just came here and she killed us. That does mean our week ends and we will start another week. And now that may have reset all the work I've done with Sedna and Brielle and with Matilda. So let me see about that. Let me see if there anything appears on my shelf, first of all. Yes, because that's just my weekend summary. But I didn't get to do the whole week. Okay, so that we need to be careful about that then. Yeah, back to the dungeon. Okay, let me just check on the state of things then. Okay, the phone is ringing.
Time flies. I feel like we were just here only moments ago.
You know how this works,
Planning
Liv.
anything exciting today?
Ignore the mail and throw things around the office all day.
There's a basketball in your room for a reason, you know. No need to throw packages and books around when you can play with that instead.
Yeah, I've been trying to like see if there's any basketball hoop somewhere for us to find and put the ball in, but can't find anything.
Well, in any case, what'll it be today, rookie? Any questions for me before you go about your day?
Well, I guess we get an extra question.
What
Plenty of
else is there to
questions.
do in here, right? What do you want to know more about? The island, the townsfolk, the town itself?
Let's go to the town this
Such
time.
a quaint little collection of interesting places. What did you want to know?
Why is this town so strange?
Things have always been strange here, but for whatever reason, it seems to get stranger over time. I haven't decided yet how much of it is things like superstition or isolation, but there are certainly a lot of things that defy normal expectations. Mermaids, ghostly whispers, monsters, the fog. I'd list them all out, but we'd be here all day. It almost feels like the island is becoming more and more unstable as time goes on. Well, I think you've gotten enough information for now. Can't spoil everything in one conversation, can I?
Goodbye,
Talk
Liv.
soon, Rook.
Okay, well, let's check on Merkel real quick. Nope. Okay, can't see him again. I guess even with the upgrade, he's not available. The newspaper, empty. And our packages, yeah, everything has reset. However, the telekinesis book is gone, which means sending it to the guy has done something. Oh, and we get hastily crafted trinket meant to replace that which was taken. Such a plan was quickly abandoned. Okay, so we get the necklace that we've just given to Khetae, and that seems to be resolved. So it means we just avoid being killed by not doing that again. But it means probably because it's the start of the week, all of my other stories have reset. So I'm probably gonna go through and just skip to the parts that would have continued have I not been killed. But then we'll see if there's anything new, right? Because this week, for example, I didn't have the mayor coming with her kid at all. So that may only happen sometimes, or did I already close out that timeline? Right? We'll see if anything new happens. And that means we get to do Matilda and Winston again. And I haven't sent for Shelly at all. So maybe I should do that too. Like, I'm trying not to spend too much time snooping around the office and focus on the customers, but Shelly's nice. So it's day 2. Shelly's here. I've hired her again. Almost got scared again, but I didn't. Okay, totally did not get scared. And Liv is calling to answer another question. Well, those are all pretty interesting things, right? Why are you the only one who remembers between weeks? I mean, she's not the only one, because Indrik also remembers, and we do. And what is this place ready? Why can't I die? Why is the time repeating? Or who are you? Let's ask more about her, right? Who are you, Liv?
I'm Liv. Or did you want to get philosophical about it? Who am I really? Not sure I'm close enough to self-actualization to tell you that, Rook.
There has to be some reason you're different from everyone.
Does there really? I'd sooner chalk it up to arbitrary chaos. I'm not special, Rookie. I'm not smarter or funnier or more beautiful than any of the other people that have ended up here. I just didn't go back into the post office when I got out.
Who were you before, Card?
I'm not really sure anymore. I guess I was somebody's daughter. Maybe somebody's mother. No, I don't think that's right. Can you imagine forgetting your own child? Who knows, maybe I wanted to forget my kid. Maybe they turned into an asshole and I got myself sent here so I wouldn't remember how badly I'd screwed them up.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, that aligns with the previous thing we talked about of like, people can't remember that far out, right? Even those who remember a little bit, remembering like who they really are is beyond them. So even Liv, at least she claims that she also cannot remember.
I'm rambling. Short answer, I've mostly forgotten. Just like everyone else on this island has, and just like you will.
I mean, we never even said who we are, right? As far as the player is concerned, they don't tell us who we are and who we were before the island. How am I supposed to trust you are in the mastermind behind all of this?
Tisk tisk, that's a second question, Rookie. That's against the rules. At the end of the day, I could be anyone. So yes, for better or for worse. I'm Liv.
That sounded like her avoiding the question. So, is she the mastermind behind it all?
Better get back to work. Talk soon.
Well, that's sad for the interruption, because other than that, I don't think there is that much new. I did manage to turn one of the bookends using the other stone into this skull, but that's not anything special. So some of the objects do turn, but then that doesn't matter. Hi, Shelly, again. So back to work I go, and I will see you if anything else special happens. Okay, so I've managed to turn the shoe in our creepy cupboard into something, and this item belongs to someone else. Will you return it to them? Okay, so it seems like there are different items across the post office we can turn, but only the ones in our room so far were ones that we can return. I'm not even sure what that was, but also yes. Shelly, what are you up to in here exactly? Is this where you sleep now? Well, I guess have fun. I'm like, I wanna shut the cupboard on her, but hopefully she won't die. No screaming this time. But yes, I think there might be a limit on the amount of things we get to turn a day, because I'm pretty sure I pressed that shoot before so many times. So I may just have to do it every day, even if I already clicked on things. Because yeah, it just doesn't happen every time. Or maybe there's an order to them, so I could only do it after I've revealed the previous ones. Liv is calling for our midweek checkup.
How's it going in there? Feel yourself withering away yet?
I have a sore throat. Is that a sign of this withering away you speak of?
You won't laugh when you can't remember your first pet, your favorite ice cream, your parents' names. It all fades away.
Yes, back to this whole, the longer you are here, the more you forget.
Well, in any case, what'll it be today, rookie? Are you eager to get back to it, or is there something I can answer for you?
I'd love to learn more, if you're willing to share.
What else is there to do in here, right? What do you want to know more about? The island, the townsfolk, the town itself?
So we asked one from each category, so let's go back to
Lovely
island.
Kharnym Isle. What about it?
And now what's with the weird fog all over the island?
It has a life of its own. It's heavy, almost solid. You can hold out your arm and feel its weight in the palm of your hand. Walking through the thickest parts of it feels like it's pushing against you, like it's trying to weigh you down. I've seen it descend over areas of the island for weeks at a time, and when it pulls away, things are different there. I mean, truly changed. Buildings where there weren't any, roads where it used to be forest, sometimes just a deep, black pit where things used to be. Well, I think you've gotten enough information for now.
Okay, so things here change. They change shape, they change form to suit something. Whatever is forming this island and everything on it.
Can't spoil everything in one conversation, can I? Talk
Goodbye,
soon,
Liv.
Rook.
Well, back to my duties. And we'll see if I can find anything new.
Hey, Rook. I have that same feeling again. Did you find something that belongs to me?
Yes, Liv is calling us about our discovery, so the items are hers. I guess she was here before us, so that makes sense that she left the things behind, since she just escaped and ran off and somehow ended up the supervisor of the post office, right? So it's not like she made it fully away from here. I found a pair of socks. Okay, they were socks. I thought it was some sort of scarf.
Weird. Those were my favorite pair of socks. My parents used to tell me how I hated being able to feel that seam, the one that goes across the top of your toes. I would throw a fit when I was younger if socks weren't on just right. I refused to wear socks or shoes whenever I could get away with it. But then I found those. They were the first pair of socks that didn't drive me crazy. Once I felt the glorious sensation of properly cradled feet, I couldn't go back. My dad loved to tease me about that, going from a die-hard barefoot girl to a sock lover girl. I really felt safest with my feet in those socks.
Well, it means, like, it makes her remember things. The items we find. Like, because she keeps talking about, oh, you know, we'll see how you feel when you can't remember things about your life. But at least in relation to those items, she remembers.
It sounds so silly saying it out loud. I guess sometimes our creature comforts are more than just comforts.
So you wouldn't mind if I put them on? I mean, she's selling them pretty well, right? Comfy socks.
Don't you dare.
Oh, but they're so soft.
Rookie, I will dock your pay if you tamper with my things.
But how will I understand you better without knowing how the sacred socks feel?
Oh, please, you do not need to understand me better. Besides, they're molded to my feet. They won't feel nearly as magical to you.
You're right. They probably miss your feet.
Desperately. I can hear them crying to me now. Oh, Liv's feet. Please, spare us from terrible smelling postal worker.
Oh, okay. She's terribly attached to those socks.
Anyway, thanks, Rookie. Try to get some rest, okay? Talk soon.
She says those things because it was also the last time, like, she was saying it like, oh, sorry to call you after hours, and now she's saying to get some rest. Like, as she was supposed to call us after the day ended, but she ends up calling, like, midday. It's barely past 12, so I'm not sure if that changed at some point in the game, but they didn't change the dialogue. Well, back to work for me. One thing I will say that Khetae, she did not appear again. So once again, once we have received something on our shelf, it seems like it removes the person from the story, and that's how we know we've completed it. So back to waiting for Brielle and Sedna's story. We'll see if I can get some conclusion for them this week before we wrap up for today. Brielle is here, so let's get her package. And we tell her about the kelp woman. This woman, she's dangerous. The reason drowning, she's behind him, and I need to stop her before she hurts more people. No way, have you seen her? There's no way she would hurt anyone. She's not whatever she appears to us. There's a lot of hiding beneath the surface. You gonna actually tell me what's going on, or keep beating around the bush? Yeah, okay, fine. There's no sane way to put this. She's a monster, a sea monster. One that can change its form and look like one of us. But she isn't one of us. She's dangerous and infuriatingly good at eluding me. Is there anything normal on this island? I guess I'll go get you the package she gave me, okay? Because I gave her the horse harness package. She has it. And now where is Sedna's package? I had it somewhere, right? Oh, it fell through into this cabinet this time. Yes, this thing reeks of magic. You're lucky you didn't open this. Whatever is inside, it's gnarly. Magic? The woman I'm looking for, what was she like? She was interesting. I bet you two would hit it off. Yeah, I want to continue with the same line I was going before I got killed. Ha, you're funnier than you know. Really though, you should try talking to her. Talk to her. Hi, will you please stop drowning people, or I'll have to chop your head off? You're right, I'll try that. Genuinely, I think you guys might have more in common than you think. It's cute how naive you are. Don't worry, I'm here to save the day. Okay, so we're back at the point we were at last time. Let's send her a package too, so that Slayers Incorporated can get their mail, whatever it is. And then just random customers. Okay, day has ended. Time to click furiously on all the items in her room. Not Shelly. She cannot be revealed with the other stone. Ah, I've turned the TV into something. But this doesn't belong to anyone, so that's not it. Some of them are just a distraction, but that may mean we've used up our use of it for today, so I won't get to reveal anything else. Oh well, we'll try again tomorrow. New day begins, and the phone is already ringing.
Good morning, Rookie. I guess it's my turn to hold up my end of the bargain, seeing as you did yours. Ask a question, and I'll do my best to answer. No promises you'll like my answers, though.
Why can't I die?
Why? Do you want to die? Actually, don't answer that. You have a role to play. Everyone you've met was once in your shoes. They've already been wrung dry and ingested by this place. Maybe it's just designed to break you further and further down, until there's nothing left of you. Nothing left to fight, becoming a husk like all the others. Anyway, you can't break a dead person. So why would this place ever let you die?
Yeah, are we being digested? That's what's happening. Everyone used to work here, even the raccoons. Am I the main character? But why? I crave the nothingness of death. Its merciful release taunts me, ripping away from my grasp, just as the fingers brush against it. No, I want to know if the raccoons were also working in the post office before.
Even the raccoons. Though they were here before me, so maybe they were people once? Who knows?
Am I the main character?
Of course not. I am.
Well, that's clarifying for us.
This place doesn't care about you. You're just a means to some bizarre, unknowable end.
But why?
Isn't that the million-dollar question? Let me know if you figure it out.
I crave the nothingness of death.
I told you not to... Oh, God. If you're at all interested in keeping your mind together for longer, you've got to find a way to take the edge off. Though maybe you're better off just giving in to the island. Let your mind break and join the others shambling through the mists.
Oh, that's
It's been
interesting.
a long time since I've died. Can't say that I miss it. You know, if the point of this place is to drive you insane, maybe it makes sense that you have to come back after dying. What's more maddening than remembering the pain of your bones being crushed, your lungs filling with water? Well, I'm sure you have more deaths in your future. Sorry, rookie. You should have stayed out in the mists when you had the chance. Talk soon.
It's the way she's talked about losing her mind. There is an item we can buy here, the eye mask, right? Seeing skulls in the shells, being wobbly, purchase the sleep mask to recover a bit of your mind every night. Which means it's basically us going crazy. That's why I'm seeing the weird things, like in the cupboard with the skulls and the feet and all that stuff. And that's why the wobbly text appears. So maybe I need to get this. Maybe I need to get this, otherwise I will actually full on go insane and lose the game through that. So I don't have the money for it now, but I shall consider that. Well, this is the day that we should have been in, have I not been killed by the old lady. So we'll see what happens today. We'll see if she comes, since if you has not been here all week, or if anything else happens. What happens with Brielle and Sedna. Although another person that has not been here at all is Matilda. So while I did open the letter and saw her husband's ghost, it didn't give me anything on the shelf, so it's not finished. But she's not here right now. Maybe it goes on a cooldown after you got to some end of it. But Perfume is here. Perfume approaches the window with an expression you've never seen from him before. It's a sort of nervous hope. Did you call me this morning by any chance? I did not. I just received an anonymous call that a package arrived for me, and I thought, well, I hope it might be. Yes, there is a package for you, but I don't feel great about this, Bartimaeus. Or yeah, I saw it, one sec. Let me check, I guess. One moment, please. Yes, I need to snoop on it then, because I haven't actually seen it yet myself. Much appreciated. I know it's quite an odd situation. Yes, because he said last time he wasn't expecting. Ah, yes, there it is. Perfume. What's inside? Another book. Prioritis Maledictum. So the book he's been looking for. The worlds brew before you as your vision narrows. You get the sense that the text is not meant for mortal eyes. Did the book just kill me? Ouch. Death by hubris is never pretty. Put it out of your mind, Rook. Some people just don't know when to stop. No! I died again? Because the book is deadly. Well, at least we learned that. But then what is our choice? Give him the book, he will die. Not give him the book, but then possibly nothing will happen at all. So, interesting. Yeah, it is the problem though, now that I've discovered, yes, there are so many more ways to die, where I have to restart all the things and go through them again. And then I'm able to try new things. I made it all the way back to the day where I previously died. There is the package for Bartimaeus here, waiting. And it is the book. I am not going to open it this time. I'm just confirming that it's still the Prioritis Maledictum. I'm going to package it back. Maybe if I warn him, like, he's obviously experienced with this stuff. We asked him about the riskiness of the things, so maybe he will know what to do with it rather than reading it and dying. We'll see. I also did all the same things with Sedna and Brielle, so that is still a waiting conclusion. Now I just wait here by the window until any of them show up. There he is. Yes, he approaches the window with an expression you've never seen from him before. It's a sort of a nervous hope. Did you call me this morning by any chance? I did not. I just received an anonymous call that a package arrived for me, and I thought, well, I hope it might be. Yeah, there's a package for you, but I don't feel great about this, Bartimaeus. I'm sorry, how so? I think it's the Prioritis Maledictum. I opened it myself and felt the effects of the curse. Really? Fascinating. Could you please describe your symptoms? If you don't mind, of course. Well, my vision did go blurry, and then I died. My vision went blurry. Interesting. Well, we can't be certain the symptoms are attributable to the book. How were you feeling when you woke up this morning? I was fine until I opened the book. Well, I'll certainly exercise caution in case it truly is a curse of some kind. Now, will you give it to me, please? Fine, but I'm trusting you to be careful. Of course, of course. Thank you. I think not giving him the book won't really do anything, right? It will just kind of leave that storyline hanging for the week. So we'll see what happens with this. Please, Bartimaeus, just be careful. Incredible. There it is, the Prioritis Maledictum. Please open it immediately. Can you smell it through the window? The years and years of Kharnym history and mystery. Please, Bartimaeus, be on guard. I know, of course. Let's see here. Page 1. The God of Night. Oh, interesting. He can actually read some stuff, but I was like, no, I'm dying. That's possibly because he's like already part of the dream. I just got chills. Did you get chills? Those are exactly the kind of Kharnym origin stories I've been seeking. What does it say? If you'll bear with me a moment. Okay, is he now getting cursed and dying himself? Yep. The thoughts are getting wibblier. Bartimaeus? Pardon me, the myth is primarily concerned with the God of Night's death. He was slain and eaten at exactly 2 hours after midnight, which reminds me of the man sways slightly on his feet. It's like that cult from yesterday, right? That talked about the death of night. Or we can just ask him to put the book down, but now I'm like, but I want to know. What is the right choice here? Let's talk about the cult. Precisely, and... Nope, he's fading away. There's a hidden message here. I know there is. If I could just... You watch the color drain from Bartimaeus' face, and he sways for a long, breathless moment before he collapses to the ground. Paul, Maria, the share. His eyes flutter closed. Bartimaeus? Pressing your face against the glass, you peer desperately down at Bartimaeus' body. After a moment, you confirm he still breathes, but his breaths are shallow and strained, and still, he clutches the Prioritis Maledictum. Who's Maria? The share. What could that be? Something probably from this guide. Not the psychic, I don't think that's hair. Police department. To reach Sheriff Maria Solis called 9111. Okay, that makes sense. Maria and the share. Let's quickly call her. 9111. Kharnym Sheriff's office. Help. Bartimaeus just collapsed in front of the postal office. What? That damnable man. The Westville post office, I assume. I'll be right there. Okay, she's coming. Hopefully that means he can live to look into this another day. When you approach the window, you see a woman kneeling next to Bartimaeus, performing chest compressions. The Prioritis Maledictum lies to the side, closed. Come on, Carver, come on. It's that book. That's what did this. She says nothing. It's not long before she ceases chest compressions. She whispers something you can't make out, and gently closes his eyes. Oh no, he's gone. I pushed him too much. I should have been like, the book, it's bad, rather than letting him read. Her face is conspicuously blank as she approaches your window, betrayed only by a shaking lower lip. Well, so at least we've unlocked a new character for doing this, but yes, I'm sorry, Bartimaeus. That's not what I wanted for you. But I guess through looking at him through the Adler Stone, we were already warned that he's consumed by his passion, right? So maybe he would have kept reading anyway. Could you please describe what happened for me? That book is cursed. I warned him, but he didn't listen. Yet you gave it to him anyway? What the hell were you thinking? It was his package. I couldn't just keep it from him. Bullshit. You don't hand someone a live grenade just because it belongs to them. Abruptly, the woman steps away from the window and retrieves the Prioritis Maledictum from the ground. Her knuckles are white as she holds it up to the window for you to see. I can't undo your mistake, but I can at least make sure no one else gets hurt. What are you going to do with it? That is absolutely none of your business. God, that man. That silly, stupid man. He promised me he would stay out of danger after. Then he makes one new friend and throws it all away. Did his word mean nothing to him? Did I mean nothing? Were they married? Because that's like a very deeply personal reaction, not just, oh, I'm the sheriff of this town. You alone don't bear the responsibility. This was his fault too. I wish he was here for me to scream at him too. The facade breaks, just as you see tears welling up in the woman's eyes. She turns away and stomps into the mist. Bartimaeus' body lies sprawled on the ground in front of the post office. Hello? Can you pick him up or call someone to collect the body? No? Just leaving him here for me to look at. I guess he will scare the rest of the customers off. Although his eyes are closed, his eyebrows are still raised. His mouth opens slightly, a curious expression you'd seen on him many times. I'll miss you, Bartimaeus. As you speak, the Kharnym mist closes in on the post office, obscuring your view of the body. When they recede again, the body's gone. Kharnym's inexorable tide washes away your mistakes, leaving you only the memory of Bartimaeus to carry forward. Well, I guess the mist took care of him. Fail the historian. Oops. I'm sorry. That's not what I wanted. Okay, well, now I don't know whether he will return, because it doesn't seem like all the characters do. It seems like even though certain things don't give me trophies on my bookshelf, it doesn't mean that the characters will return until I do this. Again, I haven't seen Matilda at all for the last few weeks that since I've opened the letter with her husband. So I wonder if I will have to like start a completely new save to try certain things, if they like died permanently. Well, now I'm just waiting for Brielle then, see if I've messed up that whole thing too. Sedna's here. Sedna waits you at the window looking uncharacteristically cross. Gift giver, or should I call you not gift giver? My gift did not reach its person. Instead, you squawk to her. Why? Listen, Sedna, I don't want to hear any of your chattering unless it comes with truth. Oh, because yes, this time, I thought I did everything the same with Brielle, except she didn't ask for the package from Sedna, she only took the package with the harness. But does that mean this time Sedna killed Brielle? Oh no, she's here. She's here as well. Is there an issue here? Brielle's sudden arrival charges the air with a thick tension. Brielle's gaze sweeps over Sedna, whose demeanor suddenly wilts. Brielle, we were just talking about you. Is that so? She's looking shy? Not surprised to find you here after the night we had. Oh, you've had a night. Do tell. You two have met? We have. Last night, on the beach. My beach. Where you threatened me. I seem to recall you threatening me right back. What is happening here? I just came to chat with our mutual male person. Don't let me interrupt. I must go. Safe parting to you both. Sedna turns and hastily slips into the mist. Huh. Well, so you're not, like, together now or anything? It didn't work? You have to tell me what happened last night. Yeah, I'll see you around. No, what do you mean? Just gonna walk away? What happened? What happened between you two? Oh, I guess I don't get to know. Disappointment. Disappointment after disappointment. I guess I just have to try harder. The day is over. Time to click on some things with the other stone and see if I can find any more of Liz's possessions. But wait, there is a new thing. The Prioritis Maledictum has made it to my shelf. Left to you at the cost of a good man's death. The Prioritis Maledictum sits dormant, its vicious ambition sated for now. Okay, so it is an end of his story, even if I failed him, which means probably that yes, if I want something else to happen, I would have to restart. But I'm not gonna do that, at least not yet. I want to see just the ending to all of the stories that we have to fill in here, whether they're good or bad endings, right? Let me see about the stone. The basket has turned, but that just looks like a random toolbox. Nothing of note, so that's not Liz's possession, so which means things in here can also just be misdirections. It's like, this jar is also nailed down, so that will be my probably next target for another day. Let's go to sleep knowing that we've killed a man, and as far as I know, failed at the romance attempts between our two other characters. Unless they're still talking it out and will return with more information. Because, I mean, at least it seemed like something was going on, but then they just left without telling me more. Well, let's see who comes here today, if anything else happens. Actually, well, I'm running around and no one's here. Can I do this in the morning? Yes. That actually turned into an item that belongs to someone else, presumably Liv. So that one was correct. So I need to find more things that are nailed down and see if I can do anything with them as well. Yeah, there are people at the window now. I'm coming. Just randos that don't bear any weight on the situation. I do have enough money for the eye mask, so maybe I should buy it so that I don't go completely crazy and then have the game end for me through that. I don't know, maybe eventually I should just commit to try and get that skeleton key, but it's not going to be today. So let's go for the eye mask. Yes, the achievement says dream your fears away, so hopefully you will stop seeing all the gruesome things around the office eventually. Brielle's back. Brielle's at your window again. Her usual nonchalance is gone, replaced by a happy glow. Ooh, hey. Brielle, hey. Nothing to send this time, just wanted to thank you. For what? Yesterday I followed her, Sedna, and we talked some more. I'm taking her out tonight. Taking her out meaning, yes, because it could be like, taking her out or, you know, stop, taking her out. Not like that, out on a date. Oh, thank God. But yeah, anyway, just thought you wanna know. We did it. They are actually getting together. The Monster Slayer and the monster. The forbidden romance. It's real. I made it happen. What about the strangeness? The drownings? I'm not an idiot. I can handle myself. Yeah, she got her horse harness ready. There's something electric between us. I need to know more about her. I guess you're an adult. Whatever. I don't need to explain myself to you. I just thought you want to know. My mistake. I mean, yes, like, why are we suddenly not supportive of this? All of the options were like, what about this? What about that? I wanted to be supportive. No. Star-Crossed Lovers. Play matchmaker for the monster and the monster hunter. Yeah, does that give us a thing on our shelf? Have we done it? Yeah, look at this. It's the harness. Tamed by love and magic, two born foes find affection and connection, almost foreign to those dismal shores. Yeah, very nice, very nice. So one more and we will be halfway there. We're not gonna earn it today because yes, it's basically the end of the day. But yes, I think this will be it for today. I had to replay the same week 3 times because of all the dying that happened to me and I didn't want to just miss things. Oh, the phone in our room is ringing.
Hey, Rook. I have that same feeling again. Did you find something that belongs to me?
Oh yes, Liv is calling about her item and this time she is actually calling at the end of day. I found an empty perfume bottle.
I was going to say something snarky about being so impressed with the random empty glass you found, but it is mine. It was my birthday, I think. I was 16, one of those big birthdays, so my parents told my brother that he couldn't just get me an ice cream cone and call it a day like every other year. Though I did like those ice cream cones. My mom dragged him to the mall and he picked out that perfume. For a second, it was actually a really sweet gift. And then he said he got it for me since I stunk so bad. Mom was so mad. I slugged him in the shoulder and he just laughed. He was lucky the perfume smelled so good.
I mean, classic sibling behavior, right?
Anyway, I got him back for his 18th. I got him a really nice watch so he would stop showing up late to all my softball games. That used to drive me crazy. I gave him grief for it all the time, like, why bother showing up at all if you're going to miss half the game? But in retrospect, it was really nice of him to show up for his kid sister's games at all. I used up that whole bottle within a year, I think. The brand stopped making that scent at some point, but I kept the bottle. After he died, I would open it and put it under my nose and just breathe.
He died. Okay. What happened? It must have been hard losing your brother.
Yeah. Death is always hard. Unless you're trapped in a hellish mailroom where death doesn't seem to matter.
Yeah. Silently, death is just a thing that happens to you on a random Tuesday.
I thought I'd forgotten all that. Thank you, Rookie. Get some sleep. Talk soon.
Yes, she's remembering, so I wonder if this will have an impact on her story, right? That she will remember more and then we can advance certain things in directions where she wants to help us more. Although, yes, they did make that mechanic quite a tricky one because we have to do a lot of, like, touching all of the things in the post office.
First time I've seen a post office employee play matchmaker.
Well, clearly, Liv, you couldn't hack it.
Not bad. Not your job, of course, but not bad.
But yes, I will be looking for more things that are nailed down and seeing if my stone takes me anywhere with them. I will be curious to see what happens on the coming weeks, right? Because right now I got into the point where Matilda doesn't visit, the mayor doesn't visit, the people that were visiting, Khetae, Bartimaeus, Brielle, and Sedna, I have completed their stories, and if that is anything to go by, they will not be coming anymore. Will the sheriff return? Because obviously now we've met her through Bartimaeus' story. She might be coming here more. Obviously she's not gonna remember, but something may drag her here. But yes, I'm thinking maybe Matilda will eventually return, and so will the mayor, because we haven't actually gotten anything from them. Or maybe new characters will be unlocked, right? Maybe I just don't even know about those people at all, and I needed to get through the initial stories to unlock them, because yes, this game continues to be quite demanding in terms of you have to keep your focus. You can't stray, because otherwise you won't be able to achieve anything. You will just do bits of things and never get to the end with anything. So I hope you enjoyed this one, and I hope you enjoyed following the stories I was able to get to this week. And I hope to see you next time for more weird stories from the post office. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this one, consider liking or subscribing. And as always, thank you to channel members for supporting the channel. And I will see you soon. Bye-bye!